Last week we fixed a bunch of stuff on this BMW. This week we're gonna take it camping with my partner and the cat, which means we need to fit enough stuff for 2 people and a cat in here, including this massive litter box, which barely even fits in the trunk. I mean, where is our camping gear supposed to go? I got some stuff to figure out. I'm gonna let you know how it goes. All right, and we are off. I have put the top up in hopes that it's less overstimulating for Menko. She still does not have a lot of experience riding in the car and still is not the biggest fan. I think we just need to take her out more, but we gotta pick up Leah at an appointment, and then we've got about 2 hours of driving total after we go grocery shopping. You might be able to hear her in the background, but she will be a very happy camper once we get to camp. She loves it out in the woods. We've acquired a Leah, now time to acquire some groceries. Alright, our next stop is fuel, and then we will actually be on the road finally. It's only like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, we pulled over here. It's not a great spot, but we wanted to let her out and use the restroom if she needed to. Look around. All right, we're back on the move. We're gonna try letting her explore a little bit, and hopefully that calms her down a little bit. She can go wherever she wants, as long as it's not where I'm driving. That's how we transported her in the Volvo, so maybe she prefers that. I think we're just gonna hammer out the last hour and 15 minutes until we get to camp. I think the sooner we get there and the cat can calm down, the better. She is just not a fan of riding in the car yet. She does seem to be a lot happier of a cat now that she's not stuck in her carrier, so I think she's earned the right to roam free in car rides. Onto our final road. We've just got 10 minutes to go until the campground. Hopefully there's a site available. We are getting in around 4 o'clock, so it's possible we're gonna have to improvise if the campground's full. As for Menko, she is a very happy camper down there in Leah's footwell. Were those cows supposed to be outside of the fence? I don't know who to call for that, and I don't have any service anyways. Well, unfortunately, all of the campsites here at Lake Leo are taken. There are a few more campgrounds in the area. We're gonna try and go hit up one of those, and worst comes to worst, we can go try to explore a logging road as much as we can in this car at least. I guess we might as well stop really briefly in the day use area, and I'll show you around Lake Leo real quick. We are on to plan B, which is just whatever campground we come across next. I know there's some more in this area. All right, next up, it looks like it's Lake Thomas. It's only about 6 minutes away. If that campground is full though, then we really do have to start improvising and looking for somewhere to dry camp for free. So it looks like there's 2 campgrounds over here, Lake Gillette and Lake Thomas, and I just saw a sign that said Lake Thomas is not recommended for long vehicles, so maybe we'll have so many RVs up here. I don't know. She is excited to be out of here. I'm gonna flip the car around and get it parked. This campsite happens to be really cool looking. I am excited. So at first glance, we are right by the crapper, but here, take a look at this. We actually have to walk quite a ways to get down to the campsite. And then once we get down here, we're actually pretty secluded. I can see another tent over that way through the trees. And then our next closest campers are up there. I think we got really lucky here. I am excited for this. So we do obviously have a little bit of a walk to the car, but let's get all set up and everything. Now that we're here, she is a very happy camper. All right, now over the course of the night, I want you to remember that I got all of this crap into here. So anything you see, it came with us in this trunk. I am pretty proud of myself. We have to get all this stuff out of here though and pack down to the campsite. All right, I gotta go pay up and then we'll get the tent set up and then we'll start relaxing. I might even go for a swim. All right, all paid up, time to set up the tent. You listening to all the birds, Menko? Oh, did you find some sap already? Poor kitty. This is how I fit the litter box in the trunk. I made a state-of-the-art, revolutionary new litter box with my patent pending duct tape latch. Down to the water we go. See, Menko, you could walk, except I know you'll walk in the wrong direction. Let's see, looks like this way. Is there even a shore down here? Oh yeah, there's something. Actually, that is really nice. Not that cold. All right, I just recorded my 15 minutes of exercise while swimming, but I got quite a ways out of here and I gotta swim back to put the camera down so I can actually swim. I'm not able to touch out here, but I'm getting tangled in the weeds. It's gotta be like a foot of mud on the bottom of this. Oh my God, yeah. I just put my foot down and I keep sinking. Man, this is relaxing. I really wasn't expecting to swim. I kind of wanted to, which is why I brought the shorts, but figured it'd be too cold or something. The other downside to camping at these lakes is that there is quite a bit of water sports and dirt biking and that sort of thing. So it isn't exactly peaceful. Is you a good girl? Yeah. Oh, that was really nice. I think we're gonna hike back up to the campsite and I'm gonna get dry. Not that I have a towel. I guess I'm just gonna have to sit in the open air. Are you my towel?
Oh my God, are you gonna be a trail walking cat?
Oh, that's a wrong turn. He says I'm gonna go in the least convenient way for you. Are you using the restroom or are you just going into there to play? It's hard to get any privacy around here, I know. Cat, that's not what the litter box is for. Apparently on these trips we need to bring a box and a litter box. Okay, kitty, we can't have you laying in the litter box. Get on out. I know. Is that bird causing you problems, Menko? Our chip of choice for the night is Tangy Pickle, which is upside down because I taped the top shut after letting all the air out so it would fit in the car. And well, the result of it fitting in the car is that a lot of these chips look kind of like this. As for what I'm drinking tonight, I've got a Fort George Sherman IPA from Astoria, Oregon. And I like it a lot.
Am I the focus of the show?
Have you not been watching the videos? It's all just, you know, incognito shots of you. This is my new stove. It runs on pump gas or white gas. As for dinner, I've already got us 2 grilled cheeses done, as well as that asparagus you saw sitting over here. And I really wish I hadn't recorded that on time-lapse mode. As for the stove, I'll have to explain more about it in the morning when we make coffee and oatmeal because, well, I think it's time for us to eat here. Oh, now that's a nice heel witch. It is also someone else's dinner time, so she knows what's going. She's coming already. Leah likes heel witches, so she's getting a heel witch, though honestly at this point I might be kind of jealous and I'm just getting this. These were made with Winco's sourdough whole wheat bread and with lots and lots of cheese, and they are freaking delicious. And even without salt and pepper, yeah, the asparagus turned out pretty good. Well, I'm not eating junk food at home, but we are not at home, so I've got these and Leah has these, so we're gonna try these out and see how they are. Man, those are really good. I wonder sometimes if I should just not eat them at all so I forget what they taste like. It might be easier than just not eating them at home. So these are Warhead Sour Wedges, and it looks like we have 3 flavors. This one must be watermelon. These are not sour enough to live up to the Warhead's name. Well, I guess we're gonna play some more cards and enjoy some more beverages, and Leah's gonna play with the trash. So if you've been paying attention, you know that Menko is white and dark gray. However, at night, all the dark gray is on the top, so she's hard to see. And so what we've done is attached a light to her harness, and That makes her impossible to miss. When we've been camping in the past, it was easy to just be like, oh, where's the cat? She's probably still on her harness, but now we'll definitely know where she is. We also attached a Google Find My device, so if she does get lost, we can try to ping that to find her. There you go. Well, tonight we're rocking the more backpacking setup because that's all that would fit in the BMW, so Menko's using the car camping bags, but tonight we've got the mummy bag, so I hope she's okay with that. Alright, we are all tucked in, but we might not remain, so it is pretty warm out tonight. According to my watch, it's still 64, but it does not have cell service. Alright, good night. I think it's time to get up and let the kitty use the restroom, so I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna get up. Alright, time to get you dressed, kitty. There we go. Come on, kitty. Well, I guess now I'm gonna make myself some coffee, and since I'm not on time-lapse mode this morning, I can tell you how my new toy works here. So in here is, I think, white gas. I'm just using the fuel that it came with, and so we need to just unscrew this and give it about 30 pumps. We flip this little lever up to the starting position, and we get our lighter going here and turn it on. There we go. There was no room for a pot in the BMW, so we are going to be boiling water in this pan that we used for asparagus and grilled cheese last night. It might give my coffee a little bit of a weird taste, but I guess that's okay. Here we go, kitty. Yeah, what you doing? Then after about a minute, you just flip this little lever back down to put it out of starting mode. And occasionally, as you're using this, I discovered last night, you do need to just pump it up a little bit. As for coffee, I've got my little 3D printed AeroPress caddy that holds the AeroPress coffee beans, my grinder, all that stuff. Jesus Christ. Alright, now let's find out how I did here. Oh, that's pretty good, man. I thought I messed up because I was spilling water everywhere, all that stuff. That's pretty good. These are just some Quaker maple and brown sugar protein oatmeal. I think my favorite part about this stove is that the fuel is all in one. I just have to remember to refill this thing occasionally, and then I don't have to remember to grab a propane bullet when I go camping. Oh, I should see how I did on Leah's coffee. I think I really messed this one up. Yeah, it's a little bitter because I let it go too long, but it's still pretty good. All right, now let's see how I did on the oatmeal. I think I made it a little dry, to be honest. Yep, but I do prefer it dry as compared to too wet. You know, being here on the lake kind of reminds me of the Bowen Lake Circuit, which, if you haven't seen it, you should go check out the video. The complete cut is out now. It's a loop of like 8 or 9 lakes or something, and it's 75 miles to canoe it, and my family and I did that over the week, and it was gorgeous. Much more beautiful than even this is. While I was making breakfast and coffee, Leah got most of our sleeping situation torn down, but we still need to get the tent taken apart. She knows what this thing means. Here she comes. It's time for breakfast, kitty. There you go. Alright, I guess we're gonna play some cards. We have about a couple hours until we've got to be out of here. We're just in no hurry because we don't have any lookouts to hit. We don't have any deadlines. If we leave at 11, we'll be home by 1. Yep, we're going up, kitty. Don't put your claw on my neck. She's coming too. Don't worry. It would be so adorable if she'd just hang out up there while we drove, but I think she's gonna end up back in Leah's footwell. All right, I guess Leah's running the trash. I'd better go meet her. All right, let's go. 50 minutes out from home, but both of us at oatmeal didn't really tide us over, even though it was protein oatmeal. So we're gonna stop at some park up here and get a little snack, as well as let the cat out, of course. So this is Ponderay County Park, and we're just gonna stop in the day use area. All right, it's pretty peaceful. You can't hear the highway out here, but it's a great place to stop along the trip. We have the Doritos from last night, along with this Chaporro Limo Hot and the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Camp Sauce. I think these are both gonna be pretty good. Excuse me, kitty. What you doing, kitty? You want some hot sauce? Menko, your lead, that is not... Menko. What the hell are the chances?
Is it another one?
Yeah. You are all tangled up, kitty. Eat some grass, get a snack. Menko, I think there's a creek down there. We should go check it out. Come on. You need to stop and look around. Okay, come on, let's go back to the picnic table. You're gonna have to investigate the stump. Oh, really? We are refueled and Menko is relieved. We are gonna get back on the road here. We only have about an hour left. We had a bit of a close call there where I did have to romp on the brakes, but fortunately we did not become one with a Kia Telluride. We are just about home now. The car has performed flawlessly. It did not skip a beat. If you like seeing us camp out of the BMW, then hit the subscribe button because we definitely are going to do this again. If you got any suggestions for rear trunk racks, then leave a comment down below. Non-permanent ones, like I'm thinking suction cup maybe. And if you liked us camping out of the BMW, then hit the like button. You know where that is. You happy to be home, kitty? Here she goes home. Well, I think that went really well for our first two-person and one cat camping trip in the BMW. Not to mention that was only Menko's third time camping, and she did a great job. We gotta get this thing unloaded and then relax for the rest of our weekend. It's about noon right now.